felicitated by the former President, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, winner of the prestigious Bharat Gaurav Award, Mr. Bomi Bot, the dynamic CEO of Ruby Hall Clinic, has spearheaded the entire administration and strategic initiatives of Ruby Hall. He has the distinction of converting Ruby Hall from a local nursing home to a globally recognized medical center of excellence. The growing units at Vanauri and Hinjawadi are the new additions to the Ruby Hall family under his able guidance. I request him to come forward and share his thoughts with us.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Taniba, for those kind words. We are running very short on time, so I'm going to run through at double pace with this presentation. Parvez has talked about the structural, material part of expansion that is taking place in the hospital. I'm going to touch on the software part, the handheld devices, the technology that's going to change Ruby Hall in the future. You all know today, the world has changed into a palm top. Everything, whether you want a taxi, whether you want to order an Uber, whether you want to order an Amazon, everything is changing to your handheld device. We have to make sure that we don't miss and we make this the driving force for healthcare in the future. This is what we have planned for doing. We have over 39. Our overview is we have 39 platforms. They are all on digital platform. We have 40,000 patients already on electronic medical records. We have 170 doctors who are fully medically equipped electronically. And we have 1.1 lakh clinical orders done through our EMR. You'll be surprised, most of our doctors, most of our consultants report their reports remotely on the iPad or on the iPhone. Like even when, say, a Dr. Sonar is out, every PET scan, every gamma scan is reported within 2 hours from wherever in the world they are. This has happened only because of technology. Now what we have done is, we are going to run the complete hospital information system, the complete image management system will completely run remotely, as well as the entire hospital has moving towards Wi-Fi. All imaging, all data, all medical equipment will be talking to each other. Reports will go from monitors, reports will go from syringe pumps. Everything will move seamlessly. There will be no more writing of reports, writing of records and things like that. Clinical templates will be there. Appointment systems will be electronic. As far as electronic medical records is concerned, we have already done a lot of it, and we have been working on it successfully. So what we are doing is we are breaking the entire thing into 2 parts. The doctors, the nurses, the physicians is one part, and the patient is the other part. So I'm going through fast because of lack of time, but we have broken it up into 2 segments, and each segment is being handled separately. Now, what we talk about so far over the years when we talk about enhancing patient care, what have we focused on? We have focused on whether parking mila kya? Were you attended to at the reception counter? Was the AC working? Was the food good? We have forgotten the patient. Unfortunately, over the years in our enthusiasm to please the customer, and we have lost focus of the customer. So we are going to come out with something technologically which is going to be revolutionary as far as patient care is concerned. First of all, this is going to be the focus for the next 5 years. It is all going to relate to the patient, not the patient's relation. ICUs will become paperless so that all data will be electronic and online. Next. Why is this not working? So what's going to happen is When data being available, output of consultants will go up automatically by 50%. This is what we have put as this thing. Artificial intelligence is something we are coming out. We are tying up with IBM Watson. I don't know how many of you know what's happening. Where at IBM Watson, they are looking at predictive diagnosis for cancer. And we are going to go in for that. They have taken millions of samples, drawn out a chart, and which will, like, I'll give you an example. What they have done is they have worked out on mammography. They have analyzed 1.5 million digital mammos, draw out a pattern which gives you a diagnosis. So what happens is when a consultant sees the report, talks to the patient, he immediately gets 5-6 options of what the diagnoses are, and then he takes a decision based on these 5 or 6 different diagnoses. This is going to be the future of healthcare. Virtual consultation, we are setting up, we have tied up with Tata Teleservices. We are setting up 100 centers where we will have telemedicine. The patient will come to the telemedicine center. The consultant will be sitting at our telemedicine center, and all the data will be moving seamlessly, including all the digital data, ECG, blood pressure, color Doppler, echo, everything will be moving through so that they don't need to come from Baramati over here. They will be able to talk to people, talk to our consultants, seek their opinion, seek the second opinion seamlessly. Another thing we are doing is patient tracking. Now today what happens is we want to introduce a system. The minute a patient walks into the hospital, he will be tracked every second, just like how Uber tracks a taxi. He will be tracked as soon as he reaches casualty and how many minutes was he attended to. How many minutes did it take for the consultant to come? How many minutes did it take for an X-ray to be taken? How many minutes did it take for the X-ray report to be issued? How many minutes did the next consultant take to come? When medicines are prescribed, okay, medicine prescribed at 10 o'clock in the morning, was it given at 10 o'clock in the morning? Was it given at 10:15? Everything will be tracked electronically with the patient. This, I believe, is going to be the game changer and has not been done anywhere so far. Rubion, as you know, has become big in size. We have 8-9 buildings. Most of the patients have complained about how to find. So on our mobile app, we are going to add GPS into it, logistics into it, so that people, when they don't have to go around asking where to go and what to do. Even the organ transplant program which Parvez talked about, we have been very aggressive on it. We have done already 60 liver transplants. We have done 5 heart transplants in the last 2 months. Now we have developed an app for organ donor card and organ tracking card. So it will all be through a mobile app, and everything will work on the mobile and online. I don't believe any hospital in the country has this. We will be the first one doing a mobile tracking mechanism. RFID, this is another technology which is really not being used by healthcare. What we are going to do is we are going to RFID track all our instruments, all our inventory, all our equipment, including the linen as well as the patient flow, so that each patient or each equipment will be tracked electronically, where it is stuck up, why is it not reached the OT, what is to be done. Everything will be electronic, not manual as it is done today. This is another thing which is going to reduce losses, reduce theft, and have the OTs have equipment in time when the surgery is required. Now, what do we have which the others don't? We are the only hospital in the country to have 6 NABH certificates. Only hospital in the country. All our OTs have been certified by BVQI as green OTs. That's another first. We have our OTs are robotic enabled as Parvez said. We are getting in the new robo in the next 1 or 2 months. We have the latest in surgical equipment available in the theaters, like the 3D camera, lasers, etc. We have an excellent anesthetic backup team. We have a superb lab. We have a blood bank with an irradiator. Again, we are the only hospital in Pune to have a blood bank with an irradiator. We have a dedicated director of the OT who is an anesthetist practicing and doing surgery daily. We have a top-line critical care backup, which is the most important thing for a surgeon. Other thing is we have a DNB and CPS student backup, which is again a very, very major thing for a surgeon. We get A+ rates from the insurance companies. Unfortunately, we are in a stalemate with the insurance companies. Cashless has stopped because of a stalemate with the rate revision and things like that. But it will get sorted out. But we get much, much better rates than any other hospital. We also have the best payment pattern within hospitals. I'm really proud to say I have not known even once in the last 20 years that our payments have been defaulted, delayed, or not paid in time. And of course, freedom to work, complete freedom to work. Now, I want each and every one of you to please bear this mind as a Bible. This is what we are offering you. And I don't believe anybody else can offer you that. But you need to bear this, stamp this into your mind and remember it. We have set up this entire setup. We have built up this infrastructure for you all, basically for you all to be happy. Next. Thank you very much. Thank you.